In the twilight of the Roman Republic, power was held in a delicate balance by three men: Julius Caesar, the conqueror of Gaul; Pompey the Great, the celebrated general; and the immensely wealthy Marcus Licinius Crassus. This first triumvirate was an uneasy alliance, bound by ambition and marriage. But the balance was shattered when Crassus fell in battle against the Parthians, and soon after, Caesar's daughter Julia, who was Pompey's wife, died in childbirth. The personal bond that had papered over the political cracks was gone. In Rome, the Senate, championing Pompey, grew fearful of Caesar's immense popularity and his loyal, battle-hardened legions. They issued a decree. Caesar must relinquish his command and return to Rome as a private citizen, where he would surely face prosecution from his enemies. Caesar, cornered, proposed compromises, but they were all rejected. At the banks of the Rubicon, the legal boundary of Italy, he faced his choice: submit to his rivals or plunge the Republic into civil war. In the winter of 49 BC, with the words, "Alea iacta est," the die is cast, he led his army across the river. Caesar's advance was shockingly fast. City after city opened its gates to him. The unprepared Pompey and his senatorial allies were forced into a chaotic retreat, abandoning Rome and then Italy itself. They sailed east to Greece, where Pompey planned to leverage his vast resources and control of the seas to build an overwhelming force. After a brief but brilliant campaign to secure Spain, Caesar followed. The initial clashes in Greece were inconclusive. At the siege of Dyrrhachium, Pompey's larger army inflicted a stinging defeat on Caesar, who was forced into a difficult retreat. This victory made Pompey's camp overconfident. They pushed for a decisive battle against Pompey's own better judgment of a war of attrition. The final showdown came on the plains of Pharsalus. Pompey's army vastly outnumbered Caesar's, especially in cavalry, which he massed on one flank to crush Caesar's legions. But Caesar had anticipated this. He had hidden a fourth line of his best infantry, ordering them not to throw their javelins, but to use them as spears to jab at the faces of the enemy horsemen. The tactic was brutal and brilliant. Pompey's cavalry, composed of young nobles who feared disfigurement, broke and fled, leaving his infantry's flank exposed. The result was a catastrophic, decisive victory for Caesar. Pompey fled the field a broken man. He sought refuge in the one place he thought he would be safe: Egypt, a kingdom he had once been a patron to. But the advisors to the young King Ptolemy III, the eunuch Pothinus and General Achillas, made a cold calculation. To win the favor of the seemingly inevitable victor, they decided to murder the loser. As Pompey the Great stepped onto the Egyptian shore, he was betrayed and stabbed to death. When Caesar arrived in pursuit, he was presented with a gruesome gift: Pompey's severed head and signet ring. It is said that Caesar, far from being pleased, wept for the tragic end of his rival, his former son-in-law, and one of Rome's greatest sons. The victory was his, but it was a victory that signaled the death of the Republic and the dawn of a new, uncertain era under the absolute power of one man.